Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, we're going to go over a phenomenon that's not really talked about much in real life, but it happens in real life, right? So, one of the most surprising things is when I was doing Google searches, right? I just happened to randomly come up upon a phrase in the Bible that says that, prophets are not welcome or they have no honor in their hometown. And I think it was like five places in the Bible, if I recall correctly. And something about that just really stuck to me because I think we live in this world where people do things and then they just kind of never admit what is going on right in front of your eyes, right? And so, one of the most shocking things that I guess I dealt with as an adult, right? Like becoming an adult from a teenager was that I would not have any recognition of anything I ever did in my hometown, right? So, friends you grew up with, family members, they are the least likely to have any sort of curiosity or even like actually admit, like, hey, you've done pretty well for your life. In fact, I think one of the most hardest things that I had to encounter was like when I'm like 18, 19, and I talk about with people who I would really consider close friends, my ideas or things that I've done that I know for sure I did. They'd actually try to gaslight me and tell me that I didn't do that, or like, oh, it's not such a big deal. And I think I was taken back by this because I feel like it's a natural human impulse to want to make the hometown or home base proud, right? I remember watching a special a long time ago, a special document. No, I don't know if it's a document or a report by John Stossel, the reporter, about like Indian reservations. And then there's a kid who said that, yeah, our Indian reservation is a disaster, but I want to grow up to be the tribe leader to make everybody proud, right? And make things better. And I just think that's a natural impulse we all have. And so I personally do not understand, right? And I have my own thoughts about this. Why every single person that I knew who I thought was a close friend just did not care for the things that I wanted to not even teach them, just to just share my goals and dreams with them. I'll tell you what the most shocking thing is. It seems like even though I complain about my parents, sometimes like what happens, I felt like I found refuge and safety in my friends. And then it's like when I became an adult, my friends became the worst part of my parents. And I was like, when did this happen? Right? When did this happen where the people that I found safety and could trust were the ones criticizing me and telling me that um, I couldn't do what I couldn't do? And to be honest, I'm not a person, at least back then, I just did not care about accomplishments, status, or even going to college. I just wanted an easy life. But sometimes I always thought like, okay, if I could, you know, think about ideas where we could drive cars instead of riding on horses. I hope that makes sense. Where maybe we're in a certain position where our life is kind of hard, but if there's a way to turbocharge our ascent to success, why wouldn't we mastermind and think about it, right? And unfortunately, and I've had to learn this time and time again, and I think I'm still learning this again, right? Right now, because I'm in my hometown and nobody has any sort of curiosity about learning anything that I've talked about in this channel for me, right? So, no curiosity about the YouTube thing, no curiosity about velocity banking. I'm just there to say hello, and it's almost like the Twilight Zone, or maybe I'm getting it wrong, but it's like you're repeating the same scenario over and over again. Or yeah, you know what? Not the Twilight Zone. It's more like Groundhog Day, where you're just repeating the same scenario over and over again. And no matter what you do, it's the same thing. And it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't have to be this way, but I'm so sad. And here's the thing, like when I say prophet, you don't have to actually be a prophet, right? You could just be one step ahead of people, just share idea, have something to teach and learn from. And most of the people, I would say 99% of the people that you grew up with together, as an adult, have no curiosity as to what you have to offer. Like absolutely none. Maybe they just want to eat out together, which is cool. Like, I mean, who doesn't love eating out together? But why not do both, right? It's kind of like when I talked about on New Year's Eve, like, hey, if you're gonna party it up, why not learn how to tackle debt and party it up at the same time, right? But yeah, so this is unfortunately the state of the world. And if you ever felt frustrated that, maybe that the people you expected most to support you didn't support you, guess what? This knowledge has been written for such a long time that nobody will, like, it's been written in for such a long time, yet nobody will admit that it happens. Isn't that funny? I find that to be a little bit funny, and it's something that I learn over and over again. Okay. All right. So this is Korean Atlanta Mentorship. If you're interested in joining our group, go ahead and click the Google form link below. Otherwise, have a great day, and we'll just keep making videos and also make another video about velocity banking. All right, have a good one.